What? How do you mix pineapple, grapefruit, cedarwood, oak moss? Like, how? Because I promise you, you will not be able to walk away from this. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Tasha. I'm going to be sharing with you fragrances that are perfect for this spring summer season that we're in, and that will have you smelling irresistible and unique. Irresistible being the highlight, because some of these fragrances are just chef's kiss. Let's get straight into the first fragrance. Okay, so first up, and these fragrances are in no particular order. First up is this gorgeous fragrance by Louis Vuitton, and this is Les Sables Roses. This is one of the newest, one of the latest additions to my fragrance collection, and I absolutely adore it. In all honesty though, initially when I got this, because I got this as a gift, I wasn't too sold on it, but after a couple of wears, I was like, yes, this is a bit of me. So the bottle is this gorgeous cylinder type of shape, and then it's got the lid here with the LV logo embossed. Apart from the limited edition collections, majority of the Louis Vuitton fragrances come in this type of a bottle shape aesthetic type of thing. So it kind of makes sense now why I love this fragrance so much, because it has some of my favorite scent notes: oud wood, a saffron, black pepper, and rose. One of the unique notes in here is the Bulgarian rose essence. When I spray this, the dry down, you can really smell the rose. It dries down quite oudy, quite, you know, masculine-ish. However, the top notes are very sweet, very rosy, and I believe that comes from the Bulgarian rose and the black pepper. It's a very unique fragrance, and every time I put this on, I always have somebody asking me like, oh girl, what have you got on? You smell amazing, that type of thing. So this is definitely a compliment grabber. Next up, I've got a very unique fragrance, and this is Hachibat by Nishane. First time I ever experienced this fragrance was in Harrods in London. Walked down this hall and someone handed us a tester strip with this on. And you know how sometimes you just take the tester strip, you say thank you, you smell it, you keep it moving. But this was one of those where we smelled the tester strip and we said, no. We've got to go back for this, because I have never smelled anything quite like this. So the top notes are so playful. It's got a bit of bergamot, pineapple, and grapefruit. When you hear those scent notes, you kind of think, this is going to be a really young, immature fragrance. However, it's the middle notes and the base notes that just turn this up a notch. Jasmine, patchouli, and cedarwood, and then you get the base notes, which are your cedarwood, oak moss, something called dry timberwood. So with all of those notes in mind, it's such a unique fragrance. And I quite like getting my fragrances in person, because you get to smell it firsthand. I'm not sure how it would have been. I don't think I would have reached for this if I was shopping for it online, because the scent notes would have just not made sense to me. Because as I'm reading out the scent notes, I'm like, what? How do you mix pineapple, grapefruit, cedarwood, oak moss? Like, how do all those scent notes work and come together? But I guarantee you, this one is one to smell, or at least try just once, because I promise you, you will not be able to walk away from this. It's that gorgeous. And again, fragrances are so subjective. It just varies on what type of fragrances you like, but this has a mixture of the fun, flirty, fruity vibes, but also the woody, the masculine, the very dark notes like the cedarwood and the oud. So this fragrance is definitely one for you guys to try, because 100% recommend. So next up, I've got one of my favorite fragrances. You guys have heard me talk about this girl right here so many different times, and this is Delina. Delina has my heart, okay? This is one that you put on and your man's is like, girl. My husband absolutely loves this on me. It's so light, it's so feminine, it's so sexy. Like, it's just greatness in a bottle. We start with the top notes. We've got bergamot, we've got pear, we've got lychee. The middle notes are where the party is at. You've got the Turkish rose, incense, and something called burning oud. I don't know what burning oud necessarily smells like, but as an oud lover, I can definitely smell the hints of oud in this fragrance. The base notes, you've got the amber and the vanilla, and it just works. And all together, you have this gorgeous, fruity, floral, feminine scent. I love this. So next up, we've got an oldie but a goodie. This is one of my first ever fragrances that I bought myself. This is Salu Blanc by Tom Ford, and this is part of their private collection. I absolutely love the Tom Ford bottles. It's got notes of pistachio, cardamom, ylang ylang, coco de mer, and I believe that's sort of like a coconut essence. All of those scent notes give you this sort of an edible and a very scenic fragrance, and I absolutely love what Tom Ford did there. It brings back so many memories. So last but not least, I've got this beautiful fragrance by Maison Francis Kirk de Jean, and this is Grand Soir. Ever since their Baccarat Rouge, this bottle is just, you can tell an MFK fragrance just by looking at a bottle from a distance. The gold details just take it up a notch. So the scent notes in Grand Soir are tonka bean, vanilla, benzoin, which is like sort of like a caramelly scent. It's got a bit of cedar wood, sandalwood. So altogether, this gives you such a gorgeous spring, summertime fragrance. And I believe the vision behind Grand Soir was Paris. So a Parisian sunset with all the city lights on. And this is how MFK describes it on the website to be the inspiration. And when I smelled this, I said to my friend, because I got this with one of my girls, smelled this, I said, yeah, this reminds me of Paris. And lo and behold, when I read the description and where the inspiration came from, Parisian nights. So that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments, what are some of your favorite fragrances? I would love to know. And I hope to see you in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.